There's a famous saying, all tyrannies rule through fraud and force, but once the fraud is exposed, then they must rely exclusively on force. And because my entire platform is literally dedicated to exposing fraud, it is maybe not a surprise that the powers that be are laying the hammer down on me right now pretty hard, seemingly all at once, and I could definitely use some of your support. So I'll start here. A few weeks ago, the pro-Israel Stop Anti-Semitism advocacy group named me Anti-Semite of the Week. For what? Simply daring to call out Israel's lies and deceit. And this is what they're citing as anti-Semitism. Me saying that, quote, Israel is a parasite to the world and that their survival depends on deception, bribery, manipulation, and coercion, and that the truth threatens its very existence, which is all just factually true. There is a reason why they have a multi-million-dollar annual Hasbara budget for this exact specific purpose. They also evidently did not like that I called out the fact that the state of Israel was literally founded by Zionist terrorists and that they quite literally invented terrorism itself. Also just factually true. Just Google the King David Hotel 1946 and you will know exactly what I'm talking about. They also say that it's somehow wrong to argue that the ADL's, in my opinion, bastardized version or definition of anti-Semitism is not actually about protecting Jewish people, but is instead about protecting Israel from accountability. So I guess trying to protect Jews is bad? Anyway, the Stop Anti-Semitism group was founded by this lady named Leora Rez, and their entire platform is all about getting people fired for criticizing Israel. Honestly, I think I should probably do a deep dive on them. And I think I will. But right now, they are literally telling people to mass report my account in order to deplatform me. And maybe, just maybe by coincidence, maybe not, I don't know for sure, but the second thing that happened to me in this last week was that my TikTok account was unceremoniously banned. For what specifically? I have no idea because honestly, I haven't even been posting there very much because they were censoring me anyway and I really couldn't post anything. People should know, if you don't know already, that the new owner of TikTok, billionaire Larry Ellison, is the largest private donor to the IDF, okay? And that the head of their content moderation is this lady named Erica Mendel, who is a former IDF soldier. But China is really the big problem, right? They were stealing our data, so the solution for that is, of course, to turn around and hand it over to Israel. That is totally what America First is all about. Anyway, and then you have the hat trick. Number 3, you guys remember last week when I talked about how Breaking Points decided not to air my interview with Elijah Schaffer, who is being sued currently by Kash Patel's girlfriend, Alexis Wilkins? Well, yesterday, their producer sent me an email notifying me that my relationship with them will end, quote unquote, effective immediately. The reason they cited is that they're, quote unquote, looking ahead to 2026 and making some changes in content and felt that my submissions did not align with their new direction. I'm not exactly sure what that means, but my gut feeling is that they probably felt that I was free speeching just a little too hard for their liking. And that is that. And quite honestly, I have absolutely no ill feelings from my side at all. I know many of you are Breaking Point supporters, right? That's probably where you first found my content to begin with. So definitely keep on supporting them if you so choose. Now, that being said, it is clear that I am under attack right now from various forces for doing journalism. Essentially, that is it. I am being targeted for exercising my First Amendment rights. So what are we going to do? Well, we're going to free speech even harder. Yep, I think that is the only reasonable response. But to do that, I am definitely going to need your help. So I am super excited to launch my new platform, 5149jameslee.com, where going forward, you'll get to be part of the 5149 news crew like you've never been before. So before I get into all the details, the first thing I want to clarify is all the videos that I have been making, both short and long, will still be free because I truly believe that awareness and knowledge is the tip of the spear, so to speak, against tyranny, whether it be against the Zionist mafia or the corporate mafia. But what's new is I will also be doing a live stream once a week where we'll just get to hang out, maybe go on some side quests. You can ask me questions. I'll probably air out more of my dirty laundry there. But most importantly, I just want to build a community of people who maybe have different backgrounds and ideologies, but are all united in seeking truth and holding evil people accountable. To sign up, you can head on over to 5149jameslee.com, Lee with an I. URL is right there. Also, I'll put it in the description below. There are a few membership options to choose from. And, it's just going to be like a fun party where we'll get together, ruffle a few feathers, kick the beehive, metaphorical beehive, of course, because bees are actually kind of awesome. But once again, don't worry. All my regular stuff that you've been watching will still be free for everyone. That is my commitment. And there's also going to be other ways to support me as well. If you don't want to do a subscription, you can do a one-time donation, or you can pick up some merch, hats, shirts, mugs. As a matter of fact, I'm wearing one right now, the Channel 5149 News Team shirt. Very soft, very cozy. And as a bonus, if you sign up before the end of the year for an annual plan of any paid tier, I will personally send you a free 5149 hat or t-shirt. Just email me your size and I will hook you up. But like I said, there are plenty of non-financial ways to support me. For example, just hitting that like button helps a lot. Sharing my video is a big one so we can grow our community together. Subscribe. It is totally free. And if you feel so inclined, hit that notification bell so you can be the first to know when my next video drops. That is it for now. I have got some interesting videos that I'm cooking up, including the first member-only live stream that will be happening later this week, where maybe I will be spilling a bit more tea. Who knows? So sign up if you want to come hang out. It'll be a blast, I promise. That is it for me today. As always, I appreciate your time, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, so today we are going to be talking about economic recovery shapes and how it's all complete bullshit. Number one, the information is not accurate at all. It's just whatever mood strikes these analysts or these CEOs at the time, they go ahead and say it on TV. They go and say it's going to be V, it's going to be a W, it's going to be a Nike swoosh. I guess my point is this: who cares what the shape is of the economic recovery if all you're measuring is GDP or the stock market? It's just a bunch of Wall Street analysts or CEOs or industry vets in their ivory tower just spewing bullshit all day long, coming up with new shapes and making up stuff as they go.